is Friday afternoon. I had to work this morning, had to plow some, go salt this morning. So I just got out here after having a bite to eat for lunch and doing some running around. And we got the welder fired up. And I just did a test feed with my helmet. Seems to be working okay. And there you go, that kind. You can see right there in the middle I started and stopped, so there's actually 2 beads there. But I'm going to turn the wire speed down just a touch. The recommended setting is 4.5 and 55, but that's almost a little too much wire speed. And it's definitely going to be too much wire speed for there. I might have to even turn the heat down a little bit for that joint. I got a little tiny gap there, but the rest is pretty good. So I'm going to get you guys set up on the tripod here and see. I don't know how much I can get of this for you. I don't have anywhere real good to put the camera that's, I'm not going to be standing in front of it. So let's try something here. Let's try that. I don't think that's going to be close enough, but we'll try it. I got my welding coat on here. You can see it's got undercoating and all kinds of shit on it. I need a new one. I'd like to get one of those leather ones. This one was a inexpensive version when I bought it, but I've definitely got my use out of it. Okay, now the helmet acts like it's not working. Yeah, maybe we'll go grab the old standby. I'll turn you off and bring you back in a second. Alright, well, don't have another helmet. I thought I did. I just took this one outside for a little bit and it seems to be working again, so we'll give it a try. That's not what I wanted to do. See if I can reposition you guys. Almost. Helmet's getting a little better now that I'm using it. Boy, that ground just wants to be in my way. Let's try that. my wire speed down just a little. I don't want a big lumpy weld there. A more professional welder would have welded that continuous, but having trouble traveling through there and not getting hung up. The diamond plate's throwing me off. I can't see where I'm welding. Alright, so almost done with this one. You can see everywhere I started and stopped there, I got a little lump, but no big deal. She's solid. There's a nice one along the edge there. A nice one over there. So I'll go ahead and get this top one welded, and we'll bring you back in a little bit because this is going to get boring as hell. Yeah, maybe I'll weld this one while you're here. Why not? Except I'm going to be right in front of the camera. Alright, I'll bring you back when that one's done. This took about an hour to do both sides here. Got my side support welded back in here for putting the straps around when you're strapping stuff to the trailer. I just got to dress these welds down. So this side's done. The only welds I got to dress are on the outside there a little bit, and a little bit of this one, and finish up that. And then I got to do them all on the other side. I got the welder still running, cooling down. But there you go. There's some decent looking beads. That one's not as pretty. That one I had to fill a pretty big gap to get it back against the fender. And there you go. Those should all be good to go. So had a little trail off up there. I tried to do that one closing my eyes and ended up pulling the torch toward myself, so that didn't work out so well. But that's how you get flash burn too, welding with nothing in front of your face. Even when you close your eyes, you can still get it. So one thing I was doing here, since that helmet's not darkening all the way up, I was wearing my cutting glasses underneath it. Those are either shade 5 or I think they're shade 5 or 7, something like that. And then this helmet, even when it's not darkened, I think is a shade 5. Yeah, because the first shade, I think you can maybe read that, that's a shade 9. So it was working, it just wasn't darkening all the way up. So I think I need to just get that thing outside in the sun for a while and see if it comes back to life. It's 4 years old, but it probably doesn't have 40 hours on it. And sitting in the dark doesn't help it. So I'm just gonna let that cool down for a while. I'm gonna take this grinder right here with a stone on it to dress those welds up a little bit, and then I'll finish them off with that guy right there, and then we'll get this cleaned up and ready for some primer and some paint. So I will bring you back when I'm done grinding. I'm not going to leave the camera run while I'm grinding this, plus it's boring as hell. So that gives you an idea of how to do it. When you have a big gap like I did with these side pieces here where I cut the old weld off, this one I actually put a piece of steel between it to take up the gap and had to pass over it twice to get it welded up. Turn the wire speed up a little, but it doesn't help to crank the wire speed wide open and try and do it. It's better to pass it a couple or 3 times to build it up and make your last pass the pretty one, which that one's as good as it's going to look on the outside at least. It is an equipment trailer, but I like to make my welds as nice as I can given what I got. It just sucks because in between these rails there's not enough room to angle your torch to do the fillet weld that's on the inside. So those are not going to be pretty on this one. They weren't pretty to begin with. Let's see if I can find one here. This isn't too terrible, but they had a pretty good gap here because it's sort of sunken in. The back ones were like wadded up across it like that. So I know it hadn't been done before, but must have just been a really hard angle to get to. And that torch isn't a big torch, but it's just hard to get in there. Like there's the inside. That ain't beautiful, but it's attached. So I'll bring you back when I make a little progress here. Guys, there you go. Those welds are dressed down as much as I'm going to dress them. Had a few little pop spots there, but nothing to worry about. It's dirty metal. Didn't clean the paint back far enough. And then here's the other side. Tomorrow's video will be getting this painted up. We'll get this steel cleaned up and etched and get some paint on it. So there you go. All nice and cleaned up. There's a toolbox that covers this whole fender here, so you won't even see that seam. So it'll look pretty much factory, you know, as good as it's gonna look. So hope you guys enjoyed this little update video. Not a lot of action. I don't like filming the welding stuff so much because there's not a whole hell of a lot you can see. I don't have a shade lens for the camera. I've tried it before and I can't get close enough with it. I need a little bit different setup here. So there you go, guys. That's the Friday update. We got 1 to 3 inches of snow in the forecast tonight. Picked up some more salt, and we'll head out of the shop here, kind of show you what I got going on. It snowed for about 15 minutes earlier, and it started to coat the parking lot. Let's see if it melted off. It's only like 20 degrees out. Yeah, it's not doing too much. It covered the gravel, but the blacktop is, you can see down there, it's mostly clear, but this stuff's wet. So this will be tomorrow's stuff. Here's the old D-Max. Alright guys, that's it for today, and we will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow after I'm done plowing snow, or maybe during. So see ya.